Okay, free trade across Africa, from Cape to Cairo, Mombasa to Dakar. That scenario of the continent benefiting from what it produces has long been a dream. But today, it's come one step closer to reality, with 44 African leaders signing up to a continent-wide free trade area. Though there are some notable absences, particularly Nigeria. Well, Nancy Kachingira explains the thinking behind the New Deal.
Kenya is one of the world's biggest producers of flowers, but if you buy a bunch in Nigeria, they'll probably have gone through Holland. Nigeria, meanwhile, is a huge producer of palm oil, but Kenya buys its palm oil from Malaysia. This is the problem African leaders are trying to deal with as they sign a huge free trade deal. It's all heralding a golden age of Pan-African prosperity, right? Well, not necessarily, but it could be the start of something big. It's called the African Continental Free Trade Area, AfCFTA. Yeah, that's catchy, yeah? It means all countries agree to try and trade more with each other, reducing barriers like tariffs. So why are they doing it? Well, African countries don't trade with each other that much. In Europe, 70% of trade happens within the continent. In Asia, it's just over half. But in Africa, just 16% of trade is between African countries. A free trade area is designed to boost that number, creating jobs and opportunities. Could be an important milestone. Although it's still very far off, it leaves open the possibility of a fully integrated Pan-African economy with people, goods and services able to move freely, similar to the way the European Union works. But that process took 50 years and had fewer barriers. Security problems and often poor infrastructure make trade harder. The continent's main exports are raw materials like oil and minerals, which are mostly sold to countries outside Africa, as neighbors haven't set up the industries to process them. The sheer size of Africa and number of countries makes reaching an agreement a difficult task. Just days before the signing, Nigeria decided it wasn't going to sign until it had consulted businesses and unions. Getting to this point may have taken years of negotiation, but the real work is about to begin.
That's Nancy Kachingira there. Well, the agreement signed in Rwanda's capital, Kigali, could create one of the world's biggest trade blocs, encompassing more than 1 billion people. Well, President Paul Kagame laid out what it could mean.
This is not just a signing ceremony. Today's deliberations are critically important as we chart the next steps on our journey towards the Africa we want.
Of this flight is to the other side. Yes, I had to go there. I guess I had to come here. I know where I'm from, but now I'm headed where I'm going right. There are powers in the air, you can see them. And machine guns, and they're firing on my brain. But I say fire, fire, ready, fire. You can't shoot me down. Trying to make the straight 'cause it's sideways. Trying to take water to a dry place. Hope it ain't done. Trying to take a road to a high place. Wanna get the sugar, put the gun down. Wanna make the lame man run again. Make the blind man see the sun again. But all of us bang bang yeah yeah. And I don't think the pals really want that. Breathing down my neck and on my back, but I say fire.